In this lecture, we are going to work on this price summary and we will calculate subtotal. We are going to calculate tax, shipping price, and then finally we are going to display this total amount. So here item total is 1000 and for this item total is 300. So 1300 will be the subtotal. Tax 80%, 234, and both the values we are going to add, and if we are having any shipping price, that also we are going to add, and that will be our total amount. So one by one we are going to calculate all these values. Now come to project. In this we have displayed dynamic data. Come back. This is our cart item.jsx. Below this, let me just scroll up. Below this state, I will be creating one variable subtotal. And how we are going to calculate this subtitle using our array reduce method. So I will access this cart items. On this, I will be applying this reduce method. Inside this, we will be passing callback function. First argument, we will be passing accumulator. Second, we are going to pass item. And here, accumulator value, we have to add each and every loop. Whatever value we are having for accumulator, we just have to add that value. First time when it is looping, we will access item dot price, and that value we just have to multiply with this item dot quantity. So first time this item will be having first object. From there we will access price, and whatever quantity we are having, we are just going to multiply that quantity. And second, accumulator value, initially I will be passing 0. So first time, let me just save and show you. Below this, I will write log. Inside this, I will be passing subtotal. Come to project, inspect this. Now here you can see I am having 300. Why? Because first time item is this one. Item dot price is 300. 300 into 1, it is going to give me 300. Now this 300 will be stored inside this accumulator. Second time we are having the second object. Here we will access 500 multiplied by 1. We will have 500. So 300 plus 500 subtotal we are going to get 800. So in this way we are going to calculate subtotal. If I increase, click on update. Now you can see subtotal will be 1300. Successfully we are able to access this subtotal. Now remove this. Okay, but we have calculated the subtotal inside cart item.jsx. Instead, copy this entire thing, and inside cart.jsx, we are just going to calculate that subtotal. Why? Because inside this file, we are having this complete price summary. And here, in place of this, I'm just going to pass this subtotal. Now save. Come to project, you can see subtotal is 1300. Next, we are going to calculate tax. Below this, I will be creating one variable tax. And for this tax, what I have to do, whatever subtotal I am having, I'm just going to multiply with 0.18. That is 18% of the tax. Now come down here, remove. I will be passing tax. Save. Come here, and this is my tax. I will also increase the value. Click on update. Now you can see for 1800 this will be my tax. Successfully we are able to calculate the tax. Below this I will be calculating shipping price const. Here I will be writing shipping. Now conditionally I am just going to assign value for this shipping. I will copy this subtotal, and what I will do, if my subtotal, if it is greater than 0, then I will not be adding any shipping price. Usually this happens whenever we are ordering something. If a subtotal or if the total amount is higher, then delivery fees will be free. So here, if a subtotal, if it is greater than 500, then shipping price will be 0. Else, shipping price we will pass 50. Okay, simple. Now copy. Now here subtotal is greater than 500. So our shipping price will be 0. And here I'm just going to pass this shipping. Come here. My subtotal is 1800. So that is the reason shipping price is 0. But I will delete this product 5. Delete. Item is removed. Now you can see subtotal is 300. So my shipping price will be 50. Okay, all good. Now finally, we are just going to calculate total amount. Come here, below this, create one variable total. For this, what we have to do, whatever value we are having for subtotal, tax and the shipping price, all the values we have to add. Then finally here, we just have to render this total. Save. Come here. So total is 404, 300 plus 50 plus 54. Total amount is 404. Successfully, we have calculated the price. But let me come to this demo project. Now user is not logged in. I'm just going to log in with one user. I will be passing hanam testad@gmail.com password. Sign in. Now user is logged in. In this case, if the user is logged in, as soon as we click on this, here we will have one option cart, and how many items we are having inside the cart, that number will be present inside this section. So what we will do, if the user is logged in, then here we are just going to add the cart, and if we are having some items in the cart, then this background color will be changed. But if I remove this and also remove this, I will open. Now you can see cart is 0 and background color remains purple. For that, I will open user dashboard. Now in my project, I have logged in with the user, but here if you see, we are not having cart option. So this is our user dashboard, and inside this options, copy. Below this account I need, paste. Here name, I will be passing cart. Function name, I will be passing my cart. And here I should also render how many items I am having inside the cart. So below this, I'm just going to access cart items. Cart items is equal to use selector. Here I will be passing state.cart. So from cart, I'm just going to access this cart items. Now how many items I am having inside the cart item, that also I have to render. So here I will be using template string, and inside this parenthesis, here I will be passing cart items dot length. Okay, in this way I'm just going to pass another option where it will be showing cart, and how many items I am having, that items will be displayed. Now copy this function, come down below this, I'm just going to create this function, and as soon as I click on this where I have to redirect cart page. Come here, this is my project. If I click on this, now you can see I am having cart, and after that I am having one, which means inside my cart I am having only one product. But if I am having any product, then my background color has to be changed. So inside this, I will be adding another property. I will give is cart, and for this I'm just going to assign true. Scroll down. Now we have applied this map method on this options array, and then we have just rendered all the values inside this options. Now conditionally, we are just going to render this class wrap inside JavaScript mode. Here we will be using template string. Now here from this item, what we have to access? We have to access is cart. First time it will hold first object, second time second object, and it keeps on going. Third time we are having this is cart. If this is true, inside this I will be checking for another condition. If this is true and cart items dot length, if it is greater than 0, then I have to pass this class cart not empty. I will be passing this class, else I will not be passing any class. This is my ternary operator, and if this is true, then again we are just going to check for this condition. Else, for first ternary, I do not have to render anything. If this is false, do not render anything. If this is true, I will be checking for this condition. Cart items dot length, if it is greater than 0. If yes, we are going to apply this class. If no, then simply we are not going to add any class. Whatever class we are having, only that class will be applied. Now come to project. Click on this. You can see I am having one item. So that is the reason this background color will be applied. Successfully, we have completed this entire section where we have worked on complete price summary. We have added items to cart, removed items from cart, and also we have updated items quantity in the cart.